Wearables and mobile health. What's happening in that space? And with me to talk about that is Robin Duke-Woolley, who is the founder and CEO of Beecham Research out of the UK. Robin, thank you for being with us here.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk about the state of play right now, just in terms of mobile health and what are we doing and how M2M is fitting into that space.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously the opportunities for mobile health are very, very large. There's tremendous opportunities to save costs, to improve diagnostics, to have people basically recovering at home rather than in a hospital. There's all the opportunities to save capacity and beds in hospitals and turn those around more quickly. So the opportunities are very strong. But with all new technologies and all new ways of doing things, there are old ways that need to be converted. There's a need to meld together the old practices and the new practices, and that takes time.
How much of this is the patient? You know, I think of adoption, right? I have to know how to use this thing.
Right.
And if I get this machine and I'm supposed to hook it up to this and that and then have the information go somewhere else, I might be more likely to say, no, not for me.
Well, it all depends on the lifestyle and how it affects your lifestyle, I think. If you can see the benefits of using it, and if you can see that it's not too obtrusive, then you're more likely to use it. So we do a lot of work in the wearable technology side, for example, and that's looking at how you can make things much more user-friendly, basically. So less obtrusive, less clunky, and something that you would be prepared to wear most of the time or a lot of the time, because then it makes it much more effective as a monitoring tool. So we think that wearable technology has a very great part to play in the rollout of the medical side for remote diagnostics and things like that, as it does with others.
Is there a concern about where my information's going? You know,
there is
privacy,
a concern.
security, to make sure that I'm or my doctor, and it's not out there for the taking.
Right,
It can't just be filched out of thin air.
Yeah. There's always those privacy concerns, and things are going on to try and deal with that. But it is quite a difficult process. There's the whole thing about should government get involved in this kind of thing, or should they not get involved? Sometimes when governments get involved, they don't necessarily do a good job of it, and maybe they stamp on things that should be left open to create innovation, and maybe they leave things open that should be closed. It really needs quite expert feel for what the ramifications are of this stuff going on, to be able to recommend the right way and recommend difficulties and so forth. So it takes a while, I think, to get these things right.
So it sounds like, if I'm hearing you right, great opportunity in this space, certainly to improve personal health, personal fitness, and those kinds of things, medical applications, but also still a shifting landscape in terms of government oversight and some of the larger issues.
Yes, and then there's things like certification of the devices and approvals for them working on the various networks, and government approvals. And then there's the insurance side as well. The insurance companies becoming more aware of the new business models that can be created around those, and working with those. And there's a lot of awareness that's needed for that.
All right. Well, thank you for the insight. We
Great.
appreciate that.